Assalamu alaikum, dear students and viewers. Hope you are doing good. Today I have prepared a lecture on topic presentation of data. Under this topic we will study tabular presentation of data because data, the information, can be shown in various forms such in the form of tables, in the form of graphs, diagrams. But today we will learn about tabular presentation of data. What is presentation of data? Presentation of data means showing of data in simple, clear and logical manner or in a proper manner. To draw a meaningful conclusion. Presentation of data means showing of data in simple, clear and logical manner, in a proper manner. Why we show the data in simple, clear and logical manner? The reason is that we can make a meaningful conclusions from the data. जब हम किसी इंफॉर्मेशन को आसान और सही तरीके में दिखाते हैं ताकि हम उससे सही मतलब मफहूम निकाल सके. That is the presentation of data. And this data can be shown in various forms such as diagrams, graphs, or in the form of tables. Let us explain tabular presentation of data. What is tabular presentation of data? It means showing of data in the form of tables. What is table? Table consists of rows and columns. And in rows and columns we show different types of data. And why we show data in the form of tables? The reason is that number one, tables reduces mass of figures. The data shown in mass of figures, the data covering a number of pages, can be shown in a table, in a simple table that reflects the whole data, and it also attracts an investigator, a reader, to study the important points, to draw a meaningful conclusion from the data shown in tables. And there are components of table which we have studied in this lecture, such as table number, title, head note, footnote, syllabus, captions, source, body, field. This we have to study. These are the components of table. First I will draw a table, then I will explain these points to you, which will be more clear to you after drawing a table. I have a table available here. Table number 1. Title is Livestock Resources. I will draw a big table so that it will contain more data. Table number, let us suppose table number 1, and title is Livestock Resources in India. Millions. Livestock year 1958 2003. This is the actual data. Number 1, cattle. Number 2, buffaloes. Sheep. Number 4, goats. Others. And on others, an asterisk sign is used, this green. Total 155, 43, 9, 39, 47, 9 in others. In 2003, the number of cattle in millions was 185, buffaloes were 98 million, and sheep 61 million, goats 124 million, and in others 70 million, and total was 485 million. Here it was 293 million. Source. कहाँ से लिया गया है? Agricultural statistics at a Gallons 2007, page number 269. And this asterisk in the table, what it shows, which is not defined in the table, it is defined in footnote. This is a footnote shown below the table. Under others, it includes horses, which we have not shown in this table, camels, donkeys. These are the other livestock resources which we have not shown in table, but we have used them in others by using an asterisk sign on others, and this is to be clear, and footnote what these are. Others, these are horses, camels, donkeys. Now I will explain you one by one what are the components of this table. Number one component of the table is table number, which is written on the left corner of the table. And this table number, it can be shown in different forms, such as table number 1, 1A, 1.1, or 1, 2, 3. Different formats we can use. Here we have used this format, table number 1. And second component of the table is title of the table. Title, किसके बारे में डाटा दिया गया हो, इंफॉर्मेशन. यहाँ पे जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो किसके बारे में, livestock resources. That is the title of the table in India. And then another component of table is, for table number, this is the title, this one is the title, which shows the type of data information shown in that table. And this livestock resources, it may be in lakes, in thousands, in crores, or in millions. Here this data, because it is the data of country, therefore it is shown in millions. This millions, this is the head note. This one I will write here. This is number 1. Number 2 is title. Number 3 is head note, component of table. First component is table number. Second component is title of the table. And third one is head note. And head note shows the data, whether it is in millions, in lakes, thousands, or in crores. Here it is in millions. And here we have now write the absolute number in millions, but we have write it here 155.43. This means 155 million, 43 million, 39 million, as I have shown this in head note. And third component of the table is setup. What are setup? Setup are the title of rows. Fourth component of table is setup. Setup are headings, titles of rows. These are the columns, these. And these are the rows. Here the title of rows are cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goats. This is known as setup. That is headings. That is the title of the rows. And fifth component of table is caption. In caption, we give titles to columns. Here the title of the column is year, and it is subdivided into the year 1958 and the year 2003. And these are the columns, and the title of the columns is known as caption. And sixth component of table is body or field. This is the body of the table or field. And next one is footnote. Footnote, it is given below the table or at end of table. And why we use footnote? Footnote is used to clear the information shown in the table which is not clearly defined in the table. For example, where here in this table we have given livestock resources India in millions, and livestock it includes cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goats, and others. But in table we do not know what these others include. Therefore, it had to be clarified, and it is clarified at the end of table. That is known as footnote. And for footnote, we use asterisk sign. This is asterisk sign in the table, and here we have made a note that this asterisk sign, it includes such as horses, camels, donkeys, which we have not shown in the table. This is known as footnote, means to clarify some point is shown in the table. For that we have to use asterisk sign. And then another component of this table is source, from where this data has been taken, where this information have been collected, whether it is reliable or not. Here the source of this data, it is in this source of data we show the name of the publication. In source we write the name of the publication, year of publication, page number of that publication, or if it is shown in volumes, then we also note the volume of the publication. Here the source of this information is agriculture statistics at gallons. This is the name of the publication as well as source of publication from which this data has been taken, and it was published in year of publication is 2007, and it is shown on page number 269. These are the components of table. Now, what are the guidelines of table? Guidelines of table. Or we can say good features of good table. What are the guidelines while drawing a table, while showing an information in the form of tables? Number one guideline is that title should be compatible. The title which is given to the table, it should show the data which is written in the title. The same data should be shown in the table. And number second, special emphasis. For example, in case of title, I will give an example. If we will say that the title of the table is that income of employees, this is not a compatible data because we do not know which employees this data. For example, I will explain what is the meaning of this compatibility of the title given to the table. For example, I will say income of employees. This is the title of the table, and it is not compatible. It is not clear title because we do not know which employees it includes, in which year this income is shown, and in which unit this income is measured. Because income, it may be in thousands, it may be in lakhs, or it may be in hundreds. When it is shown in this form, then it may be compatible. Number second, these employees may be from private sector, from public sector, or from joint sector. Therefore, in the title we should write income of employees working in private sector, or they may be working in joint sector or public sector, and in which state this data has been taken of which state this data is shown. For example, income of employees working in public sector in J&K during year 2010-12 or 2018-20. Then it becomes the compatible title. Otherwise, if we will write only the income of the employees, it will be misleading. Therefore, title should be compatible, clear. Number second, special emphasis. Special emphasis, I mean, if there are some important pointers in the table, those pointers should be written in bold numbers or in different colors so that it will be more attractive to the reader, to the investigator. Number third guideline for drawing a table or feature of good table is it should be ideal size. Neither it should be too big nor too small. And fourth one is setups and captions, as I have already discussed to you what are the setups and what are the captions. These captions, these are the column headings, and the setups, these are the row headings. Titles of rows is known as setups, and title of these columns is known as caption. Next point is use of zeros. Zero should be used for quantity. For example, sometimes when we show data in the table, in some areas, in some situations, data is not available. We should not use in those columns, in those rows, 0. That means the 0 we have written there to show non-availability of data. This is wrong. We should not use 0. This 0 should be used only for quantity, such as hundreds, in thousands, or in lakhs, not for showing non-availability of data. Sixth point is abbreviations. Abbreviations. We should avoid to write abbreviations or short forms in headings or subheadings or in the title, because it may not be clear to the reader, to the investigator. Therefore, we should avoid abbreviations while drawing a table. Next point is footnote. This I already discussed to you. For footnote, we should use a sign asterisk, A-S-T-E-R-I-K, asterisk sign, so that the point is shown the table will be cleared at the end of table. That is known as footnote. For that way, should use asterisk sign so that the reader, the investigator, may come to know what is the meaning of this asterisk, what it includes in the table. Number 8, source of data. For a good table or the guideline of drawing a table, we should also write the source of data, source of information from which it has been collected. Then it will be a reliable data. काबिल एतमाद information तब होगी ये जब हम वहाँ दिखाएंगे at the end of table source of data where it has been collected. Ninth point is ditto marks. In most cases, when we draw a table and sometimes information is repeated, what we use in those columns, in those rows, we use this sign, ditto sign. This should be avoided in tables because this ditto mark sometimes it may be misleading, it may be read as 11. Therefore, we should not use this ditto mark in place of repetitive data. These are the guidelines of a good table or features of a good table. This was all about presentation of data, and under this presentation of data we have learned about tabular presentation of data and what are the components of table and what are the guidelines for drawing a good table, or we can say the features of good table. These points I hope you have understood. Thanks.